dim up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him.
Hey guys, we are back, we are here, we are SLTD Radio. As always, it's me, Greg, it's happening. We're with Adam and George, it's happening, people.
Hello.
George.
Wagwan.
And we're already off. We are on, if you're listening live, you can tweet us at SLTD Radio. If you're not listening live, you can still tweet us at SLTD Radio. Say hey, do your thing. You know, basic gist of what we usually do. You should know by now, we've done it like 40 times or something. So yeah, I'm hoping to hit, well, we'll hit 9,000 listens with this show, but I want to do 9,000 listens live, but I won't really be able to work it out. But yeah, this show we should hit 9,000 listens, which is quite good. How are we, people? What's going on? We haven't been here for like a month, which is totally my fault. I do apologise for 2 weeks ago.
I'm so glad you said that. I was thinking, this is my fault, this.
To be honest, I was otherwise engaged because you had a job interview for the new job, which I'm not really meant to say yet. So if anybody who went for the same job as me is listening now, you didn't get it. I did. So let's hope.
Hang on. You're supposed to say spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. I'm hoping none of them are listening, but if they are, sorry.
Tough.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah, I've wanted to do this for ages. So yeah, if you're thinking that you've got the job, I've got some bad news for you. Boom, we're in. We've smashed it. 2 minutes in. I think I'm Triple H. Look at that. Yeah. So I got a job. There you go. Well, I didn't get a job. I already had a job. I just got a better job. So yeah, that was kind of me, and that was why it didn't happen, because I totally forgot that we were actually doing a show on the day that we were meant to be doing a show, if I'm honest. So yeah, what have you been up to? It's been forever since you actually sat down. Like, I've seen you a few times, but it's been forever since you sat down. Like, we weirdly watched a bit of Money in the Bank together, which we never really watched wrestling
together.
We
don't watch it,
no, we don't. It's a bit odd, I'll be honest.
It's because it's on at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That is true. That is.
And let's be honest, we get distracted by the many games of Where's My Finger.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you get all riled up by Where's My Finger. Don't forget wrestling.
Yeah, forget
tellies. Yeah, forget the windows are open and that. I mean, forget. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, we haven't thinking. How are you, George? What's the happy haps? What's going on?
I've had an erection for 3 weeks.
That's weird. I'd go and see the doctor. Wait. Is this an erection from too much?
Another man? Yes.
Yeah, from too much Jericho. Is that what it is?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
To be fair, in a week where quite a lot of things have happened in wrestling. And a lot of things haven't happened in wrestling. Wrestling getting investigated for saying bad things about.
Oh, it's hilarious. It is hilarious that they're getting investigated for it.
Yeah, so that's happening. A certain someone came back, a certain ass kicker came back this week. And what is bigger than all of this news is the fact that George actually sat down and watched Battleground. Shocking.
That was blows it out the water.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, that made me lose that erection I'd had for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. It wasn't it didn't really, I want to say it didn't live up to the expectations, but at the same time.
Kind of monster there, George.
No.
I'm shocked.
At the same time, I didn't really have much in the way of like expectations for it. I don't know. It was kind of for Battleground.
No, because I didn't myself, because the first I knew about Battleground, because it's only been on twice, was fucking when I watched Money in the Bank, and it was like, I had an advert in the middle of it for Battleground, and I thought, what the fuck's going on here? We haven't won in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't think they needed it, to be honest with you. I think it's another one of them pay-per-views for the sake of having a pay-per-view. To be honest, I think that's what it is. So
Yeah, but anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. I will say if I cough quite a bit and I sniff and I do me thing, it's because I stayed in a hotel.
He's had too much flake.
Yeah, stayed in a hotel last night 'cause it's my girlfriend's birthday, and she tried to kill me with aircon. I'll be honest with you. So after all night, and it's like I'm dying. Literally, like everything's dried out. My whole face is dried out.
Wonder why your head was looking like a prune.
Yeah, it's proper. Also, the heat didn't help. The fact that it is hotter than a motherfucker right here. I wonder what the actual temperature is. What's the actual temperature?
26 or something.
Let's check my phone. The actual temperature as we are doing this right now.
Is 25,500 degrees.
Yeah, I think it is, you know.
It's hotter than the sun.
It is in fact hotter than the sun. I can't find me actual, like, I haven't even got one on me thing. Hang on.
It's called weather.
Yeah, I know that, but like, shut up a minute. Trying to work it out.
You should have one on your iPhone, come on.
Yeah, I have. I've just fucking moved it because I don't really need to look at the fucking weather. Back off, people. Right? Giving me shit. 27 I've got.
28. Real feels 27.
I've got 27. Oh wait, hang on. I've got 27 in London. We're not in London.
I've got 28 in my current location.
Okay, well, mine's fine in the current location now. So
well, let's stop talking about fucking boring weather.
What?
27 here.
I'm not being funny or nothing.
Fuck off, George. 27. You're in Scotland, lad.
Snowing, lad. You know.
What are you doing? Not telling people about the minus. That was before that 27. Well, people coming to visit you soon.
Yeah, people coming in shorts.
Thinking these are, yeah.
Thinking the Scottish. Yeah. Everyone else walking around, oh my god, it must be fucking roasting. Everyone's walking around in shorts. No.
Shorts and a white beater. 40 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, loving life. Yeah, so that was kind of me. Yeah, I'm a little bit like dying today, but you know we'll do our thing. And the weather thing, to be fair, Steve Austin opens his show every single time with the fucking weather, and his drive to the fucking studio and that.
I'm sorry, I've got some bad news. You're not Steve Austin.
I'm just saying. I could do. I'll just grow a goatee. You know what I mean? Stop wearing. He wore jorts before fucking thing he did.
He's why I wore jorts.
Seen as why I wore jorts, to be fair, unfortunately. To be fair, from that picture on there, I could be wearing an old Cena t-shirt.
We should have played Guess the Legs.
Yeah, anywho.
So right, I want to get down to the bottom of this before we start properly though. Okay. George.
Yes?
Have you watched Battleground, lad?
When was the last time you watched wrestling? What was the actual last event that you watched?
Okay, so the last event that I watched was Hell in a Cell.
Okay, so how long ago was that?
October?
Yeah, oh yeah, actually it was saying that, wasn't it? Sorry, yes. Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking it was like the last one, but TLC is the last one, isn't it? I thought it was the end of last year, but yeah, so, November, that's a long time. So what was it purely on the basis of Chris Jericho?
I'm not going to lie, that was part of it. Me and my new friend, Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Mate.
I thought, you know...
Do you want to actually, to be fair, do you want to tell people why he is genuinely your new mate? Do you want to tell people why he's your new mate first?
Well, I think on the last show we were talking about how good people are, like the staff that we've got on the site, how good they are at writing and stuff, and you mentioned about how I'd had feedback from Mick Foley. So... like 2 days later, I wrote an article about Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho tweeted me about it. And I literally, not joking, had an erection for about 2 weeks.
To be fair, I will say, right, this is one of them things that you like. You've got a retweet off him, whatever. But he didn't, right? Because I've had a retweet off Chris Jericho, and that was good enough. But, yeah, what actually happened, you put your post up as normal, didn't you? Here's me right up, Chris Jericho, said your business, add the link. And Jericho tweeted it, like, quoted, and put before it, great read. And I was like, that's some good endorsement right there, I'm not even joking. That's impressive.
Yep.
Like,
well, George.
Yeah.
Bra fucking bow, my son.
There you go.
Cheers, lads.
That was, yeah, man, that's some good going, I'll be honest, like, that's impressive. That's like, it's one of them things that you sort of...
I wish we had, like, a cheer button. On, like...
We used to, right?
We did, remember?
We did have a cheer button, right? And I was like, hey, little cheer, woo! Like that, and we had a round of applause and all that. And the first time I did the cheers, like the ooh kind of thing, Brad was like, is that a running tap? So he ruined it. So I never put it back on again. So...
Well in, Steve.
You tit.
Steve, Brad.
Well, Steve. You tit. So yeah, that was
But
that.
yeah, man, I was on my way to the pub actually. Surprise, surprise.
Sure.
And
On the way home.
I got that tweet through, and I was like, shit, I need to tell somebody. What's Greg doing? Greg, you need to see this. You need to see this. And I never ever call you Greg. I was like, you need to see this, man. Fuck's sake.
That's pretty much what happened. I'll be honest. Yeah, it was because I was like, because you sort of said Chris Jericho was just whatever you said, but I was like, what, where, what, who? I was kind of like, I don't know what's going on, so we had to go on your Twitter, and then I was like, oh, boss. So yeah, it was quite impressive.
You should write more about different wrestlers now, George.
Yeah,
and just like,
do you know what I've noticed though, which is kind of, I don't know if this is him being like totally humble with it, or him being just not really thought about it, but AOB does Under the Spotlight every single week and never ever tweets a wrestler. Now I don't know if that's like, I don't care. Yeah, like I don't care what you say. I'm just writing up my thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not pushing for you to for your gratitude for me doing something. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Or if it's just like, dude, if you want to see it, you can see it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I've never really asked her about that. But yeah,
any wrestlers are listening. You want to read stuff about you? Go on the site. Go on the website.
To be fair, I wrote a thing about
make a t-shirt and wear it to the next event you're on.
I wrote a thing about TNA, didn't I, a few weeks ago, and I've tweeted Dixie a few times. Just to see what she says, to be honest. And I've had to put, what's quite funny is, I've had to put underneath it the first one, because I was like, I wrote a thing on TNA, like your thoughts type thing, and just put the quote of, like, the link, and because the thing's called 6 Problems with TNA, I'm thinking, she's not going to read this.
You're probably not, no.
So I've had to put underneath it, not a TNA bashing or positive, because it is quite positive. It's like, this is what you need to do. It's not like TNA shit, because it's not. I quite like TNA. I watch it every week. You know what I mean? It could do better, don't get me wrong. But there you go. It's apparently getting better. I've heard a lot of people on the internet say that it's the IWC saying that it's
that's the new one.
No, the IWC.
Well, fucking Jeff Jarrett's bringing out a fucking new version of European wrestling and that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the IWC is the Internet Wrestling Crowd, isn't it? Or community, I should say. That's what they call ourselves or themselves. I don't know. Are we part of it? Do you think?
Yeah, everyone is. Everyone that's got a website, everyone that blogs.
Ugh, I don't want to be.
We're all part of it.
I don't want to be part of it. We're shutting this shit down, okay?
What about me? Because I only do.
Well,
I'm doing that, so
you kind of are.
know what I mean?
Know what I mean? You're here. You're doing your business. You watch it.
You're here. You're queer.
Yeah. You don't want any more bears.
Don't want no more bears.
Yeah, but like,
anyway.
I don't know what is it, because it's like we blog and then these blogs.
I retweet it. That's on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we blog and if you do a video on YouTube, you vlog. So we plug.
We plug.
The isn't one for podcast. Do we plug or do we rog?
We're bloggers.
Are we?
We are bloggers.
I don't know. Is there a thing for radio? You must be, because every fucking podcast these days. If you used to wrestle, your podcast. That's how it works. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Can't wait for the JTG show. That'll be fucking immense.
Oh, I can't wait. That'll be boss. That'll be sick. They go on Crime Time in TNA, don't they? They keep tweeting Dixie to say they're getting back together. So
for fuck's.
Yeah, that's a few things.
That's all we. But anyway, getting back to Adam's question, which he asked me about 10 minutes ago. I decided to watch because it's not fair on Greg or you that you have to watch all the time, and I don't. So
that makes sense.
That's why I tuned in.
Okay, that's okay.
I think we'll benefit greatly from it, George.
I do as well.
Because you can sit there and be irate about things now properly.
Yeah.
You've seen them and gone, it's burnt into me skull.
To be honest, I thought if you were gonna start watching something, I thought you would have watched SummerSlam purely because, well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Raw, the main event for SummerSlam is Cena versus Lesnar. And I don't think Cena's walking out of it as champ, I'll be honest with you, I really don't. So we'll go back to that. So, but you know what I mean. What's Hazelwood saying?
Hazelwood. Hello, Mr. Hazelwood. Last few episodes of Impact have been Soundbar. I've seen spoilers for this week, sorry, and it's going to get better.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, this is weird that that's all you're doing. If we cut together and like an advert for another radio thing, and like have an advert for us on there. That's going on there as your only bit that you're saying. You go on at the start, and then at the end going cunt. That's the only bit. It's going to be me and Adam talking all the way through of like 35 seconds, and you go cunt. That's it.
Might let you crack a can open.
Yeah, that's it.
Like
Yeah.
when I stopped watching, he was the champion, and AJ was the Divas champion. And I started watching again, and who's the champion and who's the Divas champion?
Literally nothing's changed.
I thought them belts would change. Both of them belts would be like changing hands on Battleground as well.
Yeah, so did I. No, actually I didn't.
And especially when Paige got out of the crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to throw it out there, and this might shock some people, and if you're a long-time listener, or a long-time follower on me on Twitter, or you just know me in general, you'll know since like October of 1998 or something, when Stephanie McMahon first debuted, I've been crazy in love with that girl, I swear to God, like there's just something about her. And I worked out on Battleground that she's a bit shit, because I'm just like intensely in love with Paige. I'll be honest with you. She's just fantastic. There's just something about her. I don't know what it is. I think it's that she can wrestle. I think that's what it is. She can genuinely wrestle. But I don't know why, because she's not particularly very good looking. I don't think that she's very pale.
She's got no boobies.
she has also no boobies. This is true. But there's just something about her that I'm just like, oh my God.
The leather rig out, lad.
I don't know what I don't think it's that. I think it's just...
It is.
Maybe because she's from Norwich. I think that's what it might be.
Norwich.
Fucking Norwich.
She could be from Norwich. I don't know though, but I'm just like, there's something about her that like, I never ever watched Divas wrestling. I don't even watch knockout wrestling. That's what you're like getting at. Like, well, you know, it's a bit shit. You know what I mean? But I just don't watch chicks fight because it's just horrendous 9 times out of 10. But I've never ever missed or fast forwarded a Paige match. I don't know why. There's just something like... I think she's just boss in the ring, and she's like 20, 21.
I'll give you that. She just goes in the ring from what I've seen of her, which has been very little because I do fast forward to women's matches all the time.
Yeah.
But I like that. I'd fast forwarded to the end but left it. So I've seen like from where she was about to tap out in the fucking...
Yeah.
Kind of what used to be the Rings of Saturn, didn't it?
The Rings of Saturn.
The Rings of Saturn.
Remember that?
From Perry Saturn, go on.
Okay, Alex, I know you've just tweeted, but what you've just tweeted, we can't read out because somebody I know is from that neck of the woods.
What Paige is brutal rough?
Maybe that's why I like her, because me bed's in brutal, so, you know what I mean? Awkward. Major orcs. Anyway, so what's this about Chris Jericho? She's boss, Alex, what are you chatting? Seriously? She's immense. Who's at the top of the Divas list for Mr. Hazelwood, I wonder? Bet it's someone lame. Nikki Bella, maybe. She looks
Probably
like a pig.
fucking Summer Rae.
She does look like a pig. Do you know what the Bellas would be doing if they weren't in the WWE?
In porn.
Low budget porn.
Yeah. English porn. That's how low budget it would be.
Low budget porn.
They'd be in the Sunday Sport every week.
There we are.
I don't know. I don't know what the. I don't know. But
they're bent with pointy faces. I hate all the divas. Hate them all.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Is there a diva in the WWE that doesn't have a pointy face or look like a 12-year-old boy?
Layla. Ha. In your face, guys.
Bastard. Forgot about her.
Yeah, Layla. Layla's the only one who I would say because she went the whole like Layla and Summer Rae are now in a like group and they calling themselves Slayers apparently. So it's just like cool but shit basically.
And then when they get into porn, they'll just drop the S, and that's the film name, Layers.
Well, they're calling themselves Slayers apparently, but I seen them on Raw. They come out with fucking Zack Ryder, who thought it was Christmas because one he had a match and two he had 2 women next to him. It was like the best day of his life. And he was like, oh my god, I'm not even in the bunny suit. Sweet. So and he won as well, which was even more shocking. But anyway, and they came out together, and Layla just made Summer Rae look terrible. Like it, like the pair of them next to each other is just like, oh my god, like some of that is so horrendously ugly. It's weird. Like it's just.
Got a weird face, some of
She has, yeah. It's proper odd.
She used to be fat and she's had loads of surgery done as well.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she used to be fat. Yeah, she did used to be fat. Fat with black hair. She used to be. It's weird.
Oh,
it's not the best. It's not good. Anyway,
she was a flump.
She was a flump.
Mr. Hazelwood's tweeted back with a top diva.
Yeah.
Put your Mars as top diva.
Oh. Sam, cheers, mate. Wait, is that to like?
She's worse than Bootle Ruff.
Is that? She's like. Is that like because your wife is listening and you don't really want to say? None of them match up to you, babe. Yeah, is Ma funny, mate? Oh God.
You should just tweet them back. #NoBalls. That's what you should do.
That's what it is. Yeah, pretty much. Where was it? I was actually. Oh yeah. So as I was going to ask you, as the whole Chris Jericho coming back, like lived up to the expectation of Chris Jericho coming back. That's what I was going before we got Old Boys Club on our asses and was like I was talking about Paige being a delight. But yeah, as it lived up to it, that you're going to be like, got to see what happens going into SummerSlam.
Yes and no.
Okay. Is it yeah and no because that bit's good, but everything else to get to that is still shit?
No, I just think that, and you know, I criticised for not taking Bray Wyatt seriously in a promo, and Jericho's done that a couple of times, and I'm just like, can we please just treat this guy seriously and have none of the fucking about, please?
Yeah, the thing that shocked me the most, and this wouldn't be anybody else really, but the thing that shocked me the most about the Bray and Jericho match is that Bray didn't win. And it's like, Jericho puts anyone over, why is he not putting Bray over?
But apparently that was a Vince decision last weekend. Bray Wyatt was supposed to win, and then Vince changed his mind on the day.
See, I don't understand.
Won with a roll-up or whatever the fuck it was, I can't remember now.
Okay, yeah, I can understand, because then it pushes everyone to go into, like, it pushes the storyline into SummerSlam, which I'm assuming he's going to win at SummerSlam.
I better hope so.
But yeah, it just seems really odd to have Jericho come back and be known for not winning and be known for putting people over and then beat Bray. Seems a little bit strange to me.
Strange, yeah, because I mean the point that I made in the article that I wrote about Jericho was that he doesn't come back and steamroller guys, like he doesn't bury them. So him winning without using his finisher, that's kind of, it's not okay, but like it's better than it could have been.
Yeah.
I just think, you know what I mean, Bray Wyatt's had to put up with Cena and his nonsense for the last several months. He could have done with a really decisive win.
Yeah, because now that the other two have gone off sort of on the tag team offensive a little bit, he should have been pushed a bit, shouldn't he, as well? Yeah,
I would have, if it was me booking it, I would have had Jericho against the Ginger Wyatt first, then the dark-haired Wyatt before he got to Bray.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would have done it, but what do I know? I'm just Chris Jericho's best friend, so...
Yeah, I kind of get that. I think with them breaking them off the
separating them slightly.
Yeah, like giving Harper and Reigns like a Reigns, not Reigns, Rowan, yeah. Harper and Rowan their own thing. And to be fair, I did say this when I watched it, that 2 out of 3 Falls match was fucking boss.
Yeah, it was.
That was probably one of the best tag team matches I've seen in a while, like a long time.
He was kick out.
That should have main evented the show.
Yeah.
That should have main evented the show, because the show peaked at the start and then everything else was just...
Yeah, it was like, I didn't think I'd like it. And I was kind of like, it was one of the matches where you're like, I literally have no idea who's going to win. Like,
yeah,
literally
and then it was like,
no idea.
fuck me, he's kicked out.
For that third fall, like Adam just said, like the false finishes were fucking amazing. Like the crowd bought into everything, and that's what wrestling's supposed to be about. It was fucking amazing. What a great match.
It was. I think the Usos don't get half the credit that they deserve, to be honest with you.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I've seen, like, well, I say it all the time, but like 2 years ago, something like that, me and Brad went to Raw and SmackDown when it was in the Echo. And it was like, we went to the live Raw and the SmackDown taping, and obviously they had like the superstars and NXT and all stuff like that in and around them. And swear to God, we've seen the Usos fight about 6 times because they're on every show. But it was just like they had like dark matches and they were there and they were there, and it was just you see, and every time it was something different. It's just like they are proper workers, man, like proper workers. They are they don't get the credit they deserve.
Oh, so, by the way, Psycho1, also known as Greg's Bird, said, is this Diva Talk starting because of Greg's love of Paige? Hashtag turn it in, lad.
Yeah, that started because of my love of Paige. This is true.
Hazelwood said, Bray will have the big come up at SummerSlam, definitely. And 1, my wife doesn't listen, and 2, I'm a knockout Sky. Velvet Sky, yo.
Really? Velvet Sky is banging Bully Ray. Says it all.
No. You've got it the wrong way round.
Yeah, pretty much, probably. Yeah. To be fair, actually, that makes you think. Yeah, anyone's got a chance with Velvet Sky if she's going out with Bully Ray, Bubba Ray.
Imagine how Chris Sabin feels right now.
Oh, that's so bad, isn't it? Because he's took it so bad he's give up wrestling. That's how bad it is. I'm not even joking. He's having his last match in not so much time. I think he had it last week. I think actually against somebody else. A lot of guys are retiring at the minute.
Someone else.
Yeah, I thought you'd.
I'm someone else. Sorry. We've had Simpsons there.
Yeah, more Simpsons right there. So yeah, I think I was going to say, I think we established that probably the Usos and the Wyatt family was the match of the night at a Battleground, like.
Yeah, no contest.
Devil.
Yeah, I think. I think the Rusev Swagger match was okay. I don't think anything really stood out, to be honest with you. I was gutted, and it just ruined the whole event for me that Rollins and Ambrose didn't fight. I think it was just like
it was stupid, wasn't it? It was fucking absolute. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
the way it happened.
I didn't like the fact that they just didn't have them. I understand them trying to hold off because how are they going to have another match at SummerSlam? Do you know what I mean?
I think that's a future WrestleMania main event right there. Rollins and Ambrose.
Do you think?
Easily. Yeah.
I think, do you know what's bad, right? And I don't know if I'll get hate for this or people will actually get it, but every time, I said this before watching Raw, every time I see Dean Ambrose come out or he cuts a promo, I'm just like, WWE doesn't need Punk. I'm not asked. He just doesn't. Ambrose is filling that Punk void, I'll be honest, because he's just bossing the ring.
I think he's gone better since he not, well, obviously since the Shield split up, but since he got his own like fucking rags and that, you know.
Yeah, and he's got his own voice and stuff, hasn't he? Like he was kind of like locked up with like what he could say and where he could go. Do you know what I mean? And now he's like when Rollins says stuff, and he's just like, shut up. Why are you chatting shit? Shut up. Like, why are you saying that? 'Cause it's not happening. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, there you go.
Did you not think though that although they didn't have the match, like they had a couple of brawls and stuff, that not take you back a bit to the good old days where they used to have fights backstage and anything could happen and it was unpredictable?
Yeah, but then they'd fucking throw a referee in the mix and make them have a backstage match.
Yeah.
And someone would win. They wouldn't just like go, Dean, go home. Go home, Dean.
I think it was just the way it all happened, and it was kind of like, it was all a bit like, it was kind of like, ooh, this is going to get good, and then it just sort of like dwindled away. I think that's what it was. They didn't give you enough time to like burn. It just sort of like, done.
Yeah, they went full steam at everybody.
Yeah, and it was over.
2 words for you, Greg.
What are these 2 words?
Your favourite 2 words in the history of wrestling.
Kurt Angle.
What?
Well, second favourite 2 words.
What are the 2 words? My favourite 2 words?
Slow burn.
Oh, slow burn. I do love slow burns. Like,
I actually like the way they're building it. I think they're doing it the right way. So
well,
I just think they made a bit of a mess of it being like that at Battleground. That was like a Raw segment to me.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think I wanted to have a match, even if they had the match and
then he won by default.
Yeah, like Rollins like just fucked off and he was just like, yeah, I'm not doing it no more, and got counted out or like something stupid. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like something like that, I wouldn't mind. But the fact that they didn't even get in the ring
Rollins went crazy with a chair on him or something.
Yeah, just like, and they were like fighting on top of a car, weren't they?
Yeah.
At one point it was kind
with
of like...
With the boot open.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
I was thinking, when the boot was open, I was thinking, someone's going in that here.
Well,
and then...
I think he climbed out of it. Fucking,
Ambrose,
yeah. Ambrose climbed out of it. I'd be like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I thought he was going to get out of it and then, like, put Rollins in it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was a weird one,
Rollins just jumped in the car like a shit house and ran off.
Yeah. It wasn't, yeah, I didn't really... To be honest, right, I think if they're going to slow burn it, right, which, if they're going to do it, they should just keep it going as long as possible. And I think it'd be amazing if every time, like, literally every time for the year, Rollins started to cash in his Money in the Bank, Ambrose was there. And it got so thingy that he just ran out of time with it.
I think they should
do you know what
like,
I mean?
Like George said about going back in the day and that, like, back when they used to have little rivalries, like say Austin had a rivalry with someone, The Rock had a rivalry with someone, and then they'd go missing for a few weeks, but every week they'd be on the Titan Sun, like winding each other up. Like
like they don't need to,
They didn't need to be there, it was just sort of like, there was a video of them, like talking about or whatever, or taking the piss out of them. And
there was always something like, I get that, I think it's kind of hard because it's like, you look back at times like that with utter fondness. I think the Attitude Era wouldn't be as... I've got to go back to the Attitude Era if Twitter existed in the Attitude Era. I'll be honest with you, because I think that's what it is. The downfall of wrestling is social media. I'll be honest. It's the coolest thing in the world because we do what we do. But for something like that, who's got so many like different opinions and people who watch it every single week religiously and call themselves wrestling fans, but then rip the shit out of it for 3 hours, is like, come on, really? Like that's what annoys me. And I think if the Attitude Era was happening right now, it would be like, wrestling's not that good. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what really is what's happening, to be honest.
Hazelwood said Ambrose is the standout Shield member. They push Reigns now, but I think in the long run it'll be Ambrose that shines.
I think Ambrose is going to be the guy, to be honest. Also,
because I don't think Reigns is going to hang around.
Don't you think?
No, see, I get that about Reigns, not if he doesn't get a shot.
Do you think he's going to bail? Where would he go, though?
Doesn't matter.
I don't think he'll be in wrestling for very long. Like, I think he's got the look of someone who could be in action films.
Yeah, I agree with you there, George.
Really?
So if he hits it big, he'll just do what The Rock did. The Rock only had like 2, maybe 2.5 full years right at the top, and then he went to make films because there was more money and less risk.
That is true.
I would do exactly the same thing.
And he made $1 billion last year.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
And you know what the funny... right, I'm not even going to get into that until later on.
Okay.
we'll finish talking Battleground. Also, Hazelwood said something about a baggy cunt.
Oh, yeah. He said,
a chubby cunt.
He said, Bully Ray, you say, so she likes a chubby cunt. I'm in there.
Al, your ma's got a chubby cunt. Boom.
Boom. Oh, no, he didn't.
Boom. Have that back, alright? Have that back.
Oh, snap.
Bring it, bitch. Bring it. Shit. I'm scared now. Sweating. Jesus.
He only said his bed doesn't listen, he didn't say his ma doesn't listen.
Yeah, she's coming after me.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. Sheila Hazelwood is coming after me. I don't think it's Sheila, I'll be honest with you. That's my bed's ma. It's something like that though. Patty. No, that's Brabham. I can't think of his ma's name.
That is just awful news.
I know, isn't it? Damn. Anyway, where was we? Oh yeah, so...
oh, no, you said before, you said like the Rusev Swagger match.
Yeah.
And you said nothing really stand out there, but it was alright. Something did stand out for me on that match, and I didn't realise until they were fucking stood in the ring facing each other. How big is Jack Swagger?
Yeah, he's boss.
Rusev looked fucking like small to him.
Yeah.
Didn't look
big
small,
boss.
obviously, but he's not as tall as him.
Yeah. But
the fucking helmet Swagger is massive.
He's about 12'6", isn't he?
Yeah, oh my god, he must be.
No, he is, but to be honest with you...
That's why he's never had a steel cage match, because he could just get a leg over, and that'd be it. Game over.
I absolutely love Swagger. Like, he's just such an underrated guy. Like, he should be at the top.
I can see him coming up in the next few weeks. I think it's We the People thing, because Cesaro's now gone, is fucking...
The fact that he's turned face...
Better. Yeah.
I've been waiting for a while for to turn face, because I think there's so many people from so many different countries now that he could have a rival with. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people he could do his thing with.
Yeah,
but
you've got like an open play there for like for many.
Because it doesn't matter. You could even like to the point of him like he could have a feud. Yeah, he could have a feud with Sheamus, or he could feud with
he might even come back around and have a feud with Cesaro.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. He could feud with Cesaro, or like even Chris Jericho. He could Chris Jericho give him a pure rub. Because Jericho's Canadian. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, there's loads of little things he could do. Do you know what I mean? So with him being face, I think it's a lot better, and I think he deserves more than he's got. Do you know what I mean? And I think going against Rusev and giving Rusev like a proper match, and not just squash matches, is a good thing. Also, we should give Rusev some shoes. I think
he should give Rusev some. He kind of reminds me a little bit like Umaga from the waist down.
Well, he's doing a thingy, isn't he? His storyline. He's running an original Rikishi storyline, because it's like
he's not fucking, he can't speak the language.
Yeah, well, like when Rikishi first came in, he was like undefeated, and it was loads of squash matches, and he was just like a proper ruiner apparently, and he was just like a wild Samoan doing his thing. But yeah, like Umaga, who did Umaga? Like Estrada. Umaga came out with Armando Estrada, didn't he? Was like his handler, and Umaga couldn't speak or nothing. I'm not making that up. I'm like that, but yeah, he came out and he was like. Like that with his little white suit and shit. You know what I mean?
That's all he does.
He was boss.
Yeah, I do like Estrada. Like he's tweeted me a few times actually. Not that it makes any difference. It's not Chris Jericho, but you know what I mean.
But that annoys me about Rusev though. He like when Lana was on the mic and she was like chatting shit like about Putin and Russia and all that, like Lena. Yeah. The Americans, this is your fault and all that. Like a little bit close to the bone, like
with your warmongering.
Yeah, your warmongering and that. Yeah. She's not fucking wrong, to be fair, like. But,
no, I think that's why they're getting investigated. Yeah. It's fucking true. Yeah, you know what I mean? Jesus, I don't think they said anything that bad, to be honest. No, she didn't name anything. He just said current events. But, you know what I mean?
Did you see like the the faces on people in the car, like fucking like fellas who were like 40 odd and that? Yeah. And, like the faces were just like dropping that, and they were just going. Yeah. Like throwing the fingers.
Our fellas with the kids in the jean jacket and jean shirt.
Yeah, just like sit there a minute.
Denim overboots.
Yeah, just like what are you saying about America? You know what I mean? So yeah,
America.
Yeah, and he was just stood there in the like fucking shouting the odds in like Bulgarian or fucking Russian. He's Bulgarian, though, isn't he?
Oh my God, he tagged his man in a tweet. Sorry to
Sharon.
I was close. Sharon.
Shazza.
That's not nice. Greg's beat. Why would you tag your man in a? You're horrible, lad. Why would you do that? Jesus. You went too far.
He said that you were being mean, not me.
Anyway, it's all good. I can take it.
Such a child.
Man loves me. It sounds. I went on a hen do. It's cool. Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, let's just gloss over that, shall we, and move on.
Why is that not cool?
Oh, we're going to start talking about fucking Divas Season 2, aren't we?
I ain't.
I do like Total Divas Season 2.
Like. Next match.
So, what did you say, like, the end match? Did anybody think that, like, the end match, the main event, did anyone genuinely think that Cena wasn't going to win?
I thought Orton would win. I thought Orton, because I thought Kane had handed
Why did you think Orton would win?
Because Kane's handed it on the plate to Rollins 2 weeks before.
Oh, so you mean like Kane had like...
Yeah, Kane had, because he helped Rollins get the money in the bank, and then...
He was helping Randy Orton.
Didn't he do something for Randy Orton as well?
He was at the main event ladder match for the titles, he was helping Orton, weren't he?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So I thought he'd go ahead.
Yeah.
I've got these two. Two, buddy.
I don't know, it's like... I can't even remember who I put. I think I put Cena. But then I was thinking...
There's a surprise.
Only because, right, I thought... Putting the belt back on Randy Orton is fucking ridiculous. And putting the belt on Kane is fucking ridiculous.
Silly putting the belt on Kane, like.
And putting the belt on Reigns is just far too soon. Like, I just knew Reigns weren't going to win. Like, I just knew.
He hasn't done anything outside the Shield yet.
That's what I mean, yeah. He hasn't, like,
He's been thrown in the mixer, but that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Just because he's proper hot at the minute, he's not going to stay there.
No, but he needs to go out on his own and start getting the mic himself. And
yeah. He is doing a bit, but not enough to have the title, like.
Not as much as fucking the Shield was.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I know he didn't so, that much anyway, like, but...
Did you, when you were watching it, did you know who was going to win before you watched it? Like, did you know the outcome?
Yes.
So, so obviously you'd seen the match before...
Oh wait, hang on. Do you mean, did I read who won before I watched it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so when the match came out, was you like, Cena's got this?
Yeah, as soon as I found out that Kane was in the match, because that's the only reason Kane was there, was to give Cena the win.
Ah, right, I see, yeah, because like, they don't want Randy looking weak, and they definitely don't want Reigns looking weak.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I never actually thought about it like that, that's true.
And I still sat and watched the full match.
Did you? I didn't think you'd do that.
Wish I hadn't, but...
It's only 18 minutes of your life, it sounds. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but you think all the John Cena matches I've watched in my life, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's about 700 squash matches I'll never get back.
Yeah, that is true. Do you know what I realised as well? Totally off the subject, because I don't even think... Oh, actually, I think he was in the Battle Royal, which the Miz winning the Intercontinental title as well is fucking bullshit.
Dolph won it.
Dolph should have won it, shouldn't he?
He was at the end. He was fucking with it, and then he goes, nah, Dolph. It's not
his career's over.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, I'll be honest with
you. Do you know why?
Why the Miz has won it?
No, why Ziggler's career's over.
Go on.
Because they think he's injury prone because he's had 2 concussions.
Is that what it is? It's not like
so they won't push him.
Attitude and that. But is that what it is? Because he's injury prone?
No, that's what it is, because he's had 2 concussions.
I'm not being funny. His last concussion, he got kicked in the face by Swagger.
So technically it's Jack Swagger's fault.
Well, yeah, I like Swagger, but I'm not being funny if the official's in the back. Jack Swagger stood on a table and was like, no, when you're writing up some shit and you're not giving someone a title, I'll kick it in the face. How about that? And see how you feel after it. You fucking nugget. What the fuck? It's going to hurt, innit? It's kicked you in the face.
To be fair, Swagger should have won that belt from Del Rio last year.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Ziggler should have won it from Swagger.
Yeah, I don't think they should put them together. To be honest, I thought on last week's Raw, when Flair was there,
drunken old fuck.
And Cena gave him the world title belt.
He can just fuck off and all.
I thought they were just going to use the one belt, to be honest. Because it made sense. But they didn't. He came out with the 2 belts again, which was shit.
At least he's coming out with them a little bit differently.
To be fair, that's the only thing that is kind of okay about it, that he wears them.
And he fucking clips them behind his neck.
Yeah,
and he lets them both dangle.
Yeah, he doesn't look, he looks like an arse, but he doesn't look like...
He looks as much of an arse with fucking one on each arm.
Yeah, he doesn't look...
He looks like an arse without the title.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that's true. But he doesn't look like an arse without the title back off, lad. But he carries them better than... Like, he's not struggling with 2 belts.
He doesn't stand there like Randy Orton with one over each shoulder.
Yeah, Randy Orton looked awkward and couldn't really like... And then he put 2 of them belts on one.
Yeah.
And it was just like, come on, lads, what are you doing?
Why don't you just put one round your waist and carry one, like Jericho did, like Daniel Bryan did? Like, it's not difficult.
But it's still like, come on.
Because they probably go, well, I'm not doing that, you done that the other year. Fuck off, lad, you've got 2 belts, there's not much you can do.
I liked it when Triple H had the tag team belts and he wore them as like, sort of, he put it on the last clip and sort of put one over his head, like a bag, if you like, over his head and through his arm, and then the other one over his head and through his arm the other way. And it was like,
it
was like sort of armour.
I thought that was Jericho.
No, Triple H when he had the tag team titles. Because he had 2 belts. When he was with DX, when he won it, like, I thought that was cool, but you couldn't really, you know what I mean? So, anyway, what's Alex saying?
He's saying the rumours for Cena versus Lesnar to SummerSlam was so strong beforehand, and to be fair, it's Lesnar's logical next step. Defeat the Streak, destroy the company's ultimate superhero.
Yeah, that is true. To be fair, it was...
I would love it if fucking John Cena beat him.
I know. The internet would fall down. It would. I think he'd break the internet.
No, it wouldn't. It doesn't matter now.
Don't you think?
No. Because they've already showed that Lesnar's human and that he can lose, so... What's the point?
We have talked about this, that he shouldn't have been defeated if he was going to defeat the Streak.
Just pointless.
Yeah.
I mean... And as for... Right. I've got a couple of questions for you.
Okay. For me, Cena's PA,
yes.
Apparently. Go on.
Yeah, you as John Cena's personal spokesperson, what do you make of them trying to brand him as the greatest champion of all time?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit. I don't know. I think he's in the middle or towards the end or probably at the beginning, depending on who you talk to. But he's somewhere in the middle of probably the biggest push anybody has ever had ever. Like, I've said this 100 times before on the show. the hierarchy of importance in WWE is John Cena, the WWE title belt, the Intercontinental, the European Tag Team, and then the Divas. That's the way it works. And John Cena is the biggest. Like, it doesn't matter if you can be the champ for 430 days, you're still not main eventing if John Cena is in the title picture. That's how it works. So for him to be called the greatest champion like ever is a bit ridiculous. But at the same time, I think they've fucking built him that way. To be honest with you, it's like, come on, 15 titles in 10 years is fucking ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Even I can say that. I am a pure John Cena fan. I really am. But it's all like, come on, seriously. And it's not even like he's been the champ for like a month and then lost it and won it back. He's been the champ for a good portion of time. Like, when he wins the belt.
He's always the champ.
That's what it is, yeah. Know what I mean? Nobody else has got a t-shirt that has the belt on it.
No.
That says it all.
He's been the champ for 10 years.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
I know, like, obviously he hasn't been the champ for 10 years solid, but
he's pretty much been the champ for 10 years.
Fucking feels like it.
Well, that's the thing. So, I think to do it is a bit ridiculous, but what else are you going to call him? Do you know what I mean? Really?
The more that they push stuff like that, though, the less people are going to think that.
Yeah, that is true, yeah, and I get
like,
that.
If they stop, like, ramming them down our throats, maybe, like, we would, well, I say we, maybe some people would maybe not hate him as much as they do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know what,
like,
I think
maybe he might not have got booed fucking. Like,
you've got a point, because at WrestleMania he was nowhere near the title picture and he wasn't really anywhere near the main event, and he did okay. Like, people didn't hate on him all that much. He didn't get a fantastic entrance. He didn't, you know what I mean? It was kind of like,
they hated on him for winning, though. He shouldn't have won that match.
No, he shouldn't have. That's not really down to him. That's the thing. I think that's another
I think
thing.
it is down to him. I think he's got enough stroke now where he could say, look, it doesn't make sense for me to win this match. Like, I can lose. Because losing a match now to John Cena doesn't mean anything, because everybody knows he's going to win the next one.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose, yeah.
And it just,
I don't think he gets really involved in that, though. Like, I really don't. Like, I think he is, from listening to him on the Steve Austin show when he did that, I think he's a lot like Steve Austin. Like, Austin never really...
Don't you dare.
No,
don't you dare tar Austin with the Cena brush.
No, in the sense of, listen to what I'm saying, in the sense of...
We like one's ball, George, don't worry.
Or like, Austin never really, until he took his ball and went home, quote unquote, he never, like, whatever, like, creative give him, he kind of went with. He was like, okay, well, we'll do this and we'll do that, but it was never really wins and losses with him. He never really got involved with, well, maybe we should do this or maybe we should do that. And I think Cena's the same, because I don't think he's got that mind. I don't think he's got that like, he hasn't got that. I was going to say he hasn't got that brain, but he's good in the ring. But, like, come on, seriously.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not his decision to make anyway.
That's what I mean. I don't think he's got that.
Yeah, but you don't know, like, the writers for the WWE now go.
Well, that's what I mean.
We don't have no input from the wrestlers because we tell them what to do.
Well, maybe, yeah. That's the thing.
Our job's like, and you like it or you don't.
That could be true, yeah. But I don't think he gets involved in, like, storylines and all that shit, because I just don't think he's got that booking mentality. And I think that's what it comes down to.
To be fair, even if he did, and even if he said to them, like, no, we should do it this way, there's always going to be someone there, like the writer, or Vince, or fucking...
someone saying,
or someone going, no, we'll do it this way because...
Yeah.
And then he'll go, yeah, no, like, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Obviously, because they know what's happening further down the line, whereas...
Well, yeah, I think that's what it is. He hasn't got that booking brain, I think, if that's the way you want to look at it. So... I don't know. It's hard to say, because obviously it's hard because you fundamentally hate the push that he's getting. I don't think it's particularly...
No, you see, you're spot on there, right? I don't hate the guy. It's not possible to hate the guy. Nobody knows him.
Yeah.
I resent the fact that WWE haven't been as patient with other people as they were with him at the start. That's what annoys me, because when he was first coming up, like 2004, whatever it was, there was Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Triple H, JBL, a whole, like, half a dozen, like 8, 9, 10 different experienced guys, Shawn Michaels, etc., The Undertaker, whoever else you want to throw in there. to help Cena on his way.
Yeah.
But now they've put all their eggs into his basket, and there's nobody else.
Yeah, he definitely.
That's why they have to go to Jericho and get him back for 2 months to get Bray Wyatt some momentum again.
And that's it.
Because they don't have anybody else.
Well,
I fundamentally cannot stand it anymore. And this greatest champion nonsense, right? Put this into perspective, Greg. Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin and The Rock combined in the TV era have not had a sustained push like John Cena has. And they're trying to tell us that he's better and he's made more money than Hogan, Rock and Austin.
That's what I don't get, is that, like, that's the thing I don't get about it, is the fact, like, I am a Cena fan, I keep saying this, but you've got a point. It's kind of like, they won't give anybody the time of day.
Yeah, it's like what you said before.
But they've given Cena 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
About Ziggler fucking not getting his because he's injury prone. Fucking look at Cena. Fucking hell,
yeah, to be fair, he's been out a few times.
Muscles in his chest and that.
Yeah, that's true.
Has massive stead fluids in his arm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know. That's the thing.
And as for being a 15-time champion, in my eyes, that just means you're shit because you've lost it 15 times.
The fact that, like, he's a 15-time champion and he's gonna match Ric Flair, and Ric Flair's had like a 40-year career, is ridiculous. It's just like, that's the only thing that I don't like, is that he's been a champ that many times that it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's kind of like, just put the belt on Cena. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, come on.
It's laziness.
Yeah, that's what it is, and that's what I don't get. It's like, they don't give anybody the time of day, and that's why the mid-card doesn't exist, is because they put all the time and effort into Cena. And they think
nobody cares.
Show. And I think that's what's frustrating about it, and that's what, like, you kind of like...
That's why, in a sense, like, I feel sorry for him a little bit, because he gets all the shit, like, it's all directed at him, when, since Stephanie and Triple H kind of took over creative, like, you're talking a good 10, 12 years ago now, the product's done nothing but decline. And he gets the blame for it, because he's the face of the company. So, you know, they're to blame for the reaction that he gets. Nobody else.
Yeah,
right?
and
it's not the fans.
But I think
it's not him.
It's like, he'll say himself, he's like, as long as I get a reaction, I'm not asked. Yeah, and he gets a good reaction.
But that's got to be pish.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's got to be a load of shit.
That's got to be shite. Like, there's no way that doesn't get to you for 10 years.
He hasn't been booed for 10 years though.
To be fair, right, it used to be the reason he started getting booed, right, which no one really understood why he started getting booed. But the only the event he started the event he started getting booed was ECW's One Night Stand, when he was in an ECW arena and RVD was cashing in his money in the bank.
And he still never lost clean.
No, he didn't, actually. And everyone hated him. Like, to the point of, he threw his t-shirt in, and some dude
was brilliant, man.
threw it back at him. And he was like, no, you can have it, type thing. Threw it back, he spat on it and threw it back. And then Cena threw it back on him, and he wiped his ass on it and threw it back. And he was like, yeah, he doesn't want it. Right? And that was it. And everyone booed him out the building, and had, like, if Cena wins, we riot and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think, like, that brought in so many people.
So many haters. Like,
of, like, people just jumping on the bandwagon of being like, no, I hate him now, because RVD's boss. And, you know, it's just like... And then, like, you ask why people, at that time, he hadn't been that much of a champ. He wasn't, well, he had been a champ for a while, but it wasn't, like, a ridiculous amount. He hadn't been a champ for a ridiculous amount of time. And then, everyone's just started hating him, and you get this whole, like, twisted reaction now of, it's just weird. I don't really get it. I understand why you're disliking the frustration, but it's like, people booing for the sake of booing him. I think it's come to that.
There is that moronic element out there that do boo him just because they think it's cool to boo him.
Exactly. The amount of people who, with the "Let's go Cena sucks" chant, the amount of people who fucking chant both sides of it. Yeah. It's just like, you're just fucking chanting.
Or you just wait and go, "Let's go Cena." You just wait for whoever to start shouting, "Let's go Cena," and then you go, "Where?"
Yeah. It's just like
when. Like birds having a game of skipping or something.
Wait
there.
Yeah,
he's got Cena sucks, come on.
That's the thing, is like, it's people just do it because it's done now. You know what I mean? It's like people, like, you get people who said that they hate Daniel Bryan because he's like whatever he is, he's tiny and he's got a beard and he shouldn't be doing this and he shouldn't be in the main event. Still,
you mean Triple H?
Yes, yeah. But there's still people out there who don't like Daniel Bryan, who still chant the yes thing. People who haven't watched wrestling long enough to know what the what chant is or the what shout, and still fucking shout it. And it's just like I don't. Them casual fans don't bother me. It's not about that. It's the fact that you're just jumping on something, and then everyone on the internet, like I've said, everyone on the internet has got to have this thing of, I don't care what I say as long as I get 75,000 retweets. I don't care what I say as long as somebody likes. Yeah, that's all people say things for and do things for, and they just pick it apart, and it's just like, dude, just fucking watch it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's why I don't tweet when I'm watching like main events anymore, because I'm like, I paid 15 quid to watch this, and somebody's gonna say he bodged that, and it's gonna ruin the match, because it's gonna be like, yeah, I seen it.
Oh, no connection there. Oh,
yeah, and just like, fuck off.
Behave yourself. I know he wasn't.
Yeah. Like little things that you just like, come on, seriously, stop being so fucking bitchy about little stupid shit just to get a retweet. That's all, that's kind of what it is, and I get it. I put stuff on the internet, so like on Twitter and Facebook and whatever, to get retweets and get people involved. But I try not to be like, this is shit, who agrees? Basically,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, I know we all like wrestling, but that was terrible, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck off, man. Just fucking enjoy it for what it is. That's what annoys me about this thing.
I enjoy it for what it is. I think I do more this time than when I tried to start watching it again ages ago.
Yeah, you did a few years ago, didn't you?
I ended up watching all the, like, not all the 99s, we ended up starting watching the 99s instead, the Attitude Eaters.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed watching them, because it was like fucking...
It was.
I don't know, it was better. And then when I started watching it, because when I started watching it again, I just thought that, fucking, you can see all this is like...
Yeah.
Staged and that sort of thing, but obviously it is. And then like, I watched it this time and I thought, obviously it fucking is, you tit.
Yeah.
You fucking knew that like 25 years ago when you were born.
I think the thing about...
But the reason why people get involved is because they want to believe that something totally out of the blue can happen.
Yeah, I think that's what it
is. You know, like when Daniel Bryan beat John Cena last year, like, I think I sat on the show and said, like, if Daniel Bryan wins, I'll eat my hat or something. Like, I was convinced that he wouldn't win.
Yeah.
And he did, but again, it's not a clean win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's a gimmick match, it's a special referee.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that annoys me. Like, Shawn Michaels and The Rock have beaten John Cena. That's it. Like...
Yeah, that is, yeah.
I think that's two people in 10 years.
I think it's like, these very few times...
But again, that's not his fault. Like, and I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. That probably is genuinely not his fault.
Yeah, but the 40,000...
But he gets all the shit for it.
Yeah.
The 40,000 kickouts he's fucking done in them 10 years, though.
That's his new move, the kick out.
Completely
his finisher. I think it's that. I think that's what it comes down to, though, is that, like, it's easy enough to hate John Cena and to hate, like, doing his thing, because if you sit on Twitter and you say you've got a wrestling Twitter, like I have a wrestling Twitter for the site, right? And if I sit on there, John Cena can do one thing, and people like John Cena can grant a wish, grant his 400th wish, and I guarantee you put his name in.
That's my next question.
Well, that's what I mean, right? Is that you can do that, and still people can still pick it apart, and you're like, what the fuck, man? Seriously? It's like, it's not like the Attitude Era. It's like, I understand that the Attitude Era was amazing, and it really was, but I think a lot of people look back on it in pure nostalgia. Yeah. And that's what it is. You remember all the awesome bits. You don't remember the bullshit.
Yeah, you don't remember the shit, do you? It's like 10 years when you look back now, you'll be going, fucking remember when Daniel Bryan used to get a pop every time.
Yeah, and the yes chants and all stuff like that. And it's like, the only way to like kind of equate it to anything outside of wrestling is sort of like if you watch James Bond films and like who's your James Bond, or you watch Batman films, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you get to a certain age and it's like fucking Christian Bale, it's fucking what's her face?
Fucking George Clooney.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, no, like Tim Burton made Batman. You know what I mean? That's the guy who made Batman cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he made the first. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's what you get, and it's the same with James Bond. Like, you get Pierce Brosnan fans, and they're like, fucking Daniel Craig, who the fuck is he?
And then you get
you know what I mean?
All, like,
fucking shit.
And then someone else going,
exactly, and that's the point. Is that if you go so far back,
that he is, but he's not playing that character, is he?
Exactly, my point is that you always look back on it and look back at them films like, oh my god, they were amazing, because you attach them to like parts of your life, I suppose. Do you know what I mean?
I like my one that I've got now. That like say anybody in work says like like you watch wrestling, not like you don't go like you watch wrestling hard, but like you say something about it, and you go like why you're not going like you know it's fake, don't you? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you go like, I just go like, yeah, but you watch Corrie though, don't you? So same old.
Yeah, it's the same thing, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I had people.
It doesn't matter what you do with it.
Well, in me interview for this job, I had people on the site because I took so many things from the site and put it into my interview of the things that I do on a daily basis. And people were like, I'm just going to have to ask you, what's your site about? You talk about it quite a lot. And I told them, and like there was 3 people in the room and 2 of them went, wrestling. Like, and I was like, yeah, thanks for that. But there you go. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I've put the last 3 years into it, and I've put the last 25 years into it. It doesn't bother me that you're gonna say it's shit. Like what you get up to in
what do you do the weekend?
Yeah,
play golf
of a weekend.
Comes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like you can dress up as a wizard. I'm not asked. Do you know what I mean? You do whatever the fucking hell you want.
Go to Harry Potter parties.
Yeah, I'll sit off and watch 17 hours of wrestling and enjoy 17 minutes of it, but that's not the point. I'll still do it. Okay. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like this is what annoys me about wrestling, I think, is the only thing, is that I do all this, and I think me and you've had this conversation that you can't really please enough people, because so many people listen to so many other people. It's like, your opinion matters if you've got 100 more followers on Twitter than I have. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's got 2,000 followers, fucking hell, people must love him. He must know what he's talking about. Cena's shit. Oh my god, Cena must be shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, shut the fuck up and make an opinion on your own, man. What the fuck? Seriously? And that's what kind of gets to me about the Cena thing, that it's like half the people are just retweeting stuff because so many other people have retweeted it, or saying things because they want people to follow them. And it's just like...
Yeah, see, like, I don't mind Cena, and like what George said before, like he had loads of people when he first came through, like The Undertaker, the Rock, Austin, Triple H, fucking...
Well, before he became the doctor of thugonomics, he was like 3 months away from his contract ending, and he went to Vince and was like, look, I want to try something, if it works, it works, if not, fuck it, you can fire me. Basically, and that's what happened.
Yeah, the one time Vince McMahon listens to anybody, and look at the 10 years of pain he's caused.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He's like, fuck, I'm not listening to anyone ever again. Fuck off. And that's it.
But like you said, there's nobody there now who's like...
But that's their fault.
There's people there who fucking got the experience, but now, because you've got people who come out, who go out to wrestling, go and make a film for like fucking 3 to 6, and then come back, you haven't really got that experience that people coming through can fall back on. Can go like, give it a hand here, because you can say it one week, and then the next week they're fucking in LA shooting a film, so it makes no fucking sense.
There's no way.
Going to tell you something different.
Back in the day, they had a strong foundation of mid-carders.
They fucking had a great mid-card.
Yeah, the mid-card was sometimes better.
He's nobody now.
And I
can't wait till Adam Rose and Bo Dallas start living this mid-card up.
And they never, like, the mid-carders, like, say 10, 12 years ago, they didn't feel like they were shit. Like, you felt they were good enough to be at that next level, but now you just look around, there's like Fandango, great. Adam Rose.
That's the thing,
Cali.
Back in the day, you'd watch it and go like, even if they were mid-carders, because like even Jericho was a mid-carder at fucking one point. But when he came out, you'd be like, fucking here's Jericho. Yeah. This is it.
Yep.
But now you go like you say, here's Fandango, having a little dance.
Yeah.
Or like me.
Well, the last person to break through was Daniel Bryan, and the person before that, I have no idea. The person before that who pushed to get from, to be fair, I have no idea.
Probably Fandango.
Well, no, I mean like,
CM Punk.
No, I mean, well, probably
Titus O'Neil.
But that's what I mean. There's your mid-card, but like Daniel, there's nobody now who's sort of been the Intercontinental Champion and played around there and done the US and the Intercontinental US and then moved up to the WWE. Which is probably the right.
See, that's where they fucked up again by giving the Intercontinental belt. He could have gave it to someone in that match who could plug the belt. Yeah. Who could just have the belt and just like Big E was a good champ with it because he's a powerhouse. Yeah. And that, but like it'd be better with like Sheamus or Dolph Ziggler.
The last decent Intercontinental Champion.
Even Cesaro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last decent Intercontinental Champion that I can think of was Cody Rhodes, like 2.5 years ago. Really?
Wade Barrett.
Yeah, but Barrett didn't get don't get me wrong, if Barrett would have kept the belt and wouldn't be injured, I'd be like, Barrett's the best thing that's happened to that belt. But because he's injured, were fucked.
I was gutted that he was injured
6
when
to 8,
I was watching that.
I know,
I tell you.
yeah. It's kind of like, but that's what I mean. The person would still take Barrett out of it.
And you know who injured him?
You are.
Do you know who injured them?
Who injured?
John Cena?
No, it wasn't. It was, was it Big E?
No, Jack Swagger.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, actually, when it's because he threw him into the side of the thing, didn't he?
Yep. So basically, if you get in a push, they put you in a match with Jack Swagger, and it's game over.
Yeah, that is true. That's a little bit worrying. That Swagger's a pure killer, isn't he?
I'm telling you, WWE are missing a trick by not having Wade Barrett still on the show. Like, they should have him doing commentary or something. That'd be funny as fuck. Like, just keep him on TV.
Yeah.
I think it would be tremendous to do that.
Bring back Bad News Barry.
Just bring. They should do that. Just do the Al Gavel on the rising thing, because he didn't fight for ages, did he?
No, he was fucking boss.
Yeah, man.
Got some bad news for you, as Triple H would say.
So,
I got some bad news for you.
Seeing though we got slightly sidetracked, and marks out of 10 for Battleground.
I'd say it was a solid 6 or 7.
I would say a 6 or 7, yeah, 6 to 7, 6.5, 7.
But if the Usos match wasn't in there, it'd be a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would probably say 5.5 on that basis.
Yeah, the Usos did really do, yeah.
But not just the Usos, like the Wyatts played their part as well.
Yeah,
and that kick,
definitely.
when they won that first fall, that's how you sell a move. What that Uso did, like, he just fucking looked like he'd been shot.
Yeah, he fucking spammed everything in him.
Yeah, they are, but I think they do
Hey
work.
George, I like the way you just said that Uso.
See, I've already taken on Michael Cole's commentary style. That Uso.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
It's one of the Usos. We don't know which one it is, so we'll just say the Uso. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Fucking dick. I hate him, man.
No, you know what the funniest is, right? You listen to it, right, and fucking JBL will say it's either Jimmy or Jay.
Yeah.
And then Michael Cole will go, oh no, which one is it? And then JBL will have to go, oh yeah, you can't tell them apart, which one is it? I think it's Jimmy or Jay. I think it's Jimmy, or like, I think it's Jay. But Michael Cole just fucks everything up.
I can tell the difference because I was told he was.
One of them's bigger than the other one.
Yeah, tattoos are different as well. You can just, like, Jimmy's
the slightly bigger one, isn't he?
Yeah. Jay is John. So, no, Jimmy's John. So, and he walks different. So, like, he's sort of like, he's got a better swag than the other one. Know what I mean? So, that's, yeah. And he's the one, usually, Jimmy is the one who does the splash at the end.
Yeah.
Usually. But they both did it.
That was a killer double splash. That man even landed on his legs as well. And
that must have killed.
Oh, you see him afterwards as well, like in his face, like
it must have probably
you winded yourself there, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not even asked, you landed round on his kneecaps.
Yeah. So,
So before we move on, Greg, I remember having an argument with people that were listening about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, when Cesaro had that great match with John Cena.
Yeah.
I'd just like to ask where Cesaro is now, and what happened to the monster push he was getting.
Oh, I know.
What happened? It's just annoying, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you what happened. I was right again. I told you this would happen, and nobody believed me. Oh, it's different this time. It won't be like Sandow. 6 months' time, Cesaro will be doing shit impressions as well.
You're probably right, to be honest with you. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of like...
Listen to me, you cunts.
They can't keep him around. Like, I think he's kind of... From Raw, I'm getting that he's going to work with the Authority. Which could give him a push, but I don't know. Really.
Who?
You know why that is? So Triple H can leech off his heat like he does to everybody else.
You know what? I was just about to say that. It's another strong move by Triple H.
Because that's all he's done is take one from the Shield. Come on, lads. We'll take the Shield's heat. We'll pull their fucking steam out of their lungs.
Yeah, pretty much. Have you seen Raw, by the way, George?
No, this is the deal. I will watch the pay-per-views. I don't have enough time in my life to sit and watch Raw for 3 hours every week.
To be honest with you,
so I'll watch the pay-per-views, but that's it.
If me missus didn't watch Raw with me, I would not watch Raw either. To be honest,
yeah, I'm finding it like this a seal to watch fucking Raw.
Yeah.
So it's Rachel's fault that you watch Raw.
It's not Rachel's fault because I always want to watch it, but it's like if she didn't watch it, then it probably wouldn't get watched. It would be like fuck.
That's okay. I'll text her just now and just tell her to
Who you doing? Me bed's number? What's up with that one? Got me bed's number and that?
I meant tweet.
Nah, it's okay. Everyone's got it. It's fine. That makes it sound terrible. I didn't mean like that. But, you know.
That's how it came across.
Anywho, only I was going to say, obviously with, before we get on to Lesnar coming back, I do want to say, these kind of like built a little sort of weird faction sort of thing that may be heel faction and may not be, I'm not sure. But they had a match with Ryback versus Big E and Kofi Kingston, and Kofi Kingston got beat.
He's a spot monkey.
Yeah, that is
short quarter.
Yeah, right. But then they were like, "What happened?" Like that, and then Xavier Woods came out in a white suit and a red tie, a white suit, a red shirt, and a white tie. Like, yeah, we're not having this anymore. We're gonna take our shit. Blah blah blah. We're gonna do this. Like, we're not asking anymore. And it's kind of like, I was just gonna say, do you think well, yeah, like I don't know what they're doing. Like evolution without the colour. I don't know. So, I looked at it like, is this the next generation of the nation, basically, or the nation of domination? Yeah. That's the way I kind of like put it into my head to try and get it like to a point. But
maybe because they look like there hasn't been like real stables there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Do you think this will help the mid card to have a sort of faction, or do you think it'll just dwindle away and be like they'll be the next 3MB?
Oh no, they'll definitely dwindle away because they don't have enough. Like I say, they don't have enough stables. They don't have enough like.
They don't have anyone to face these people. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like
you don't have like groups of people who are looking for beef or looking to go out and fight. Like
that's the thing. I think that's what they're missing. They should have a few groups or a few like more like tag team stuff. Like I keep saying this all the time, but no tag team ever cut a promo. Like ever.
No, don't do fucking Goldust and Stardust, and that's it.
Yeah.
They're the only two that do.
Yeah.
It's always fucking amazing, like, to be honest.
I saw that on Sunday, by the way. What the fuck is that?
Are you not a fan?
Cody Rhodes. Oh, George, honest to God, you wanted to see the first one. He was a bit terrible. The first time he came
Yeah, he's come into it like...
proper came into it.
Yeah, he's come into it. Are you just like, are you not intrigued by it, like, this could work, or are you just looking at it like, no?
I just don't understand why they're doing it. Like, because they were over... Yeah, but like when they were feuding with the Shield and stuff, they were having tremendous matches regardless of who they were in there with. Yeah, but and now Cody Rhodes has to put face paint on because his brother's a freak, and now it's who's the shit or Goldust is essentially what I'm getting from this.
I think Cody Rhodes went into the office and said that I want a mask.
Do you know what I can do as well?
And I want a new costume.
I think it was like, if we're going to do this, then let's do it. So
he made them shit and split them up and then fucking put them back together again.
I honestly God think it was Cody's idea. Yeah, I do as well. Because he plays that so... For someone couldn't come up to him and go, you're going to be a shit Goldust. And I'm go, okay, fuck. Know what I mean? It must have been pitched to him, or he's gone to it, or they've sat down and gone, it'd be cool if we're going to be a tag team, to look like a tag team and act like a tag team. And
when a tag team, we're good.
Yeah, we're cut from the same cloth. I'm weird as fuck. That weird as fuck bit is in you. And, let's bring it out here.
And as well, when they were doing the moves, like the tag team moves and that, they used to do like, not so much each other's moves, more Cody done like, where Goldust usually like drops down to his knees and then fucking like
they were doing each other's moves,
and Cody like they'd fly down on his back and then like uppercut them in the chin.
Yeah, that's it's weird. Like, it works for me. Like I'm like intrigued. And even when they're in the ring, I'm like, this is cool.
I thought the promo that they cut on Sunday was fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
I was just laughing my head off at it. Because I just thought you fucking pair of weirdos.
I like all that.
That was honestly all I thought.
I do think all that stuff's like, when it gets a bit insane and a bit weird and that, I like it. Know what I mean? Like, it's different, and as long as they work it and they're not like embarrassingly shit, then it's all good, I think. And they're not embarrassingly shit. No. That's the thing.
That's it. They can wrestle so they can pull it off. They can be a shit gimmick, but they can... Yeah, that's so they might as well try and pull off the gimmick as well.
Yeah, like I've said a few times that if it wasn't Cody doing it, I don't think I'd trust it, but Cody can like run with any gimmick.
He has, he's fucking hell, mate, he's smashed it. But like I say, the first time he came out and done it, I thought, this was a bit cringy.
Yeah, he was a bit...
My ball started twitching and that.
Yeah, I think he was a bit like, fuck, what am I going to do here? Do you know what I mean? But
I might have to go and have a game of hide the finger on the
But yeah, he's come into his own, he's done well. Can you really not see any potential in it?
No. Okay. Like, it's... since they lost the belts to the Outlaws, where have Goldust and Cody Rhodes been?
I think that's been the plan though. I think this has been the idea, is that they fucking split them up to turn them into a proper tag team.
Yeah, they didn't split them up, they like Cody kept losing.
They kept losing because of Cody, and Cody went, I'm no good anymore, I'm not good enough. Fucking go and find yourself a proper partner, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then next minute fucking Goldust still lost. And then fucking...
To be fair, Sin Cara was his partner.
Well, yeah. And then Stardust came.
Yeah, and then that's what happened. He got his
I want them to have a fucking a boss tag team match. I want them to build it up and have like a boss tag team match, and then at SummerSlam or whatever, when they're both coming down after the ring, to both come down like the gold coach with the boas and that and the wigs. I just want them to all come out like that, and just like I want them to do that.
Yeah. Like to proper buy into it, it'd be good. Like
to both of them come down with like the white wigs on and the gold the gold coats with the big white boas on.
Yeah. That would be like that's what you. Well, I'm assuming the gimmick is getting over, so I'm assuming they're going to be tag champs.
Yeah. I hope so.
What's Alex said?
Alex said 10, 15, 20 years ago it was pro wrestling, now it's sport entertainment. They're all looking for TV and movies as well, which we said before.
True.
And he said it's the first time in history WWE have ripped off TNA. Kenny King, Bobby Lashley, and MVP done it first.
That is true. I was thinking that as well. But
I've actually come up with a name for this faction of who did you say it was? Big E, Kofi, and whatever is. Who's the other guy?
Xavier Woods. It's Morphin time.
Listen to this. Black and Jobber.
I like it.
Instead of Black and Decker, Black and Jobber.
That's boss. Yeah. It's like yeah. I don't know what they're gonna call themselves. Like. How it's going to work, what they're going to do, but I don't know why.
The only way it's going to work is if they team up the Matadors with Del Rio and they have some Black versus Latin feud.
Oh, and then Zeb Coulter gets involved and goes, whoa, what's going on in this ring?
Yeah, no, like...
And Jack Swagger just injures every single one of them.
Just kicking people in the face and throwing them into posts and that.
I don't know, like, I'm interested to see what they do, because I think, as I've said loads of times,
It'll be shit.
I think Kofi deserves more than what he gets.
Yeah, but he is just a traditional spot monkey.
He is, yeah, and as I said last week, or the Money in the Bank show, I was like, he's been in fucking 6 Money in the Banks now, and I think he's touched the briefcase once. That's it. One single time he's climbed the ladder to the top and gone.
His claim to fame was like his mad jumps and.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like
it was another one of those stupid spots in the Battle Royal as well, wasn't it?
He did,
like.
Yeah, and it's becoming where it's like, yeah, what you gonna do now?
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't do it in Battle Royals. They should at least leave it a year and let you forget about it.
That's
or let new fans come into it.
Yeah, and he goes into Vince and he's like, what am I going to do this time? And he's going to go, oh, you're going to do this mad thing where you like do a flip and like Big E catches you and you're going to do this and it's going to be boss and everyone's going to pop for you. What do you think? It's like...
And then you'll get dumped out by Heath Slater.
He's just like, or someone comes up to him and goes like, what spot do you want to do this time? And he's just like, can I throw the last person out and win? No, fuck that shit. But no, that's not going to work for you. What we'll do is, we'll have you jump on a chair, and then you can jump over, and then you can do that, it'll be boss. You can take your boot off, kind of just throw the last person out. No, never that. No. Yeah, it's like, come on, what the fuck?
Hazelwood's tweeted saying should just be straight up Black and Decker, a tool for any job.
Awesome. Could be a job for any tool.
Speaking of spot monkeys though, I have noticed how much Booker T is a spotlight monkey.
Yeah, he is.
Because he just loves it. Even when the camera panned off him, when he was in like the panel and he was all, oh yes, it's crazy man, oh yes, blah, blah, blah.
Did you know what I think he said?
And then it panned down to him, the bird, he was, it's not Renee Young, is it?
Yeah, Renee Young.
Renee Young?
Love Renee.
Well, as soon as it panned down to her, like, off Booker T, you just heard him go dead loud. You go, fucking hell, Booker, lad, calm down.
Calm your business, lad, calm your business. Yeah. Did you hear Christian when he was like, yeah, you've got the best panel going here, 50 titles combined. Well, me and Booker anyway. Yeah. And Alex Riley was like, fuck it. Yeah. It was like, man, you motherfucker. I proper liked Alex Riley, to be fair. I thought he was boss, but obviously they didn't.
No, that's your friend got his way again.
Yeah, I think that is something that, that's a little bit... Yeah, there was a lot of reports
Alex
that
Lee had the cheek to speak back to him.
Yeah,
so
basically,
your friend politicked him, went backstage, and
yes, there was an
Alex Lee's now
altercation
sitting-
of sorts, weren't they?
Between who?
Between Alex Riley and somebody else. And someone else, yeah. But yeah, he was...
I've got another question about John Cena for you.
Okay, one more.
One more, and then that's the last one I'll ever ask about him. You mentioned earlier about his Make-A-Wish stuff, right?
Yeah.
See, between 30 and 40 years ago, there was another man that liked to help kids out, you know, by making their dreams come true. So, what happens in the next 10, 15 years when it's revealed John Cena is a massive paedophile, and they've got 10 years worth of pay-per-views and TV that they can't show?
And Greg's wearing his shorts.
Yeah, that's true.
We just missed those shots.
I don't really know how to...
No, but I don't think so, George, because number one, he doesn't walk around in a purple trackie all day.
He wears purple t-shirts.
With long hair.
He wears purple t-shirts and the easy...
He dresses like a 10-year-old boy, doesn't he? Really?
He does dress like a 10-year-old boy. To be fair, there are some similarities, isn't there? Big gold chain.
Yeah.
Make wish badges, Jim will fix it badges.
Yeah, that's a little
Holy shit.
You heard it here first, my friends.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, I
wouldn't.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hazelwood said, I think you should get on to Lesnar's return quick before he fucks off again.
You're talking before Lesnar fucks
off again.
Yeah, well that's what I was kind of going to close the show with. Is actually, to be fair, what I did want to say is, before we get into anything else, I don't really know anything about it, but I do want to mention, do you know Kenta, who's just signed for WWE? The Japanese guy.
He was at the house last week.
Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts? Because he's meant to be the best thing in Japan and all that, isn't he? So do you think they're gonna do you think he's gonna get what he deserves in WWE, or it's just gonna be another Del Rio or another Sin Cara, I should say? Not Del Rio, because Del Rio's got way too much for what he deserves.
I think the Japanese wrestling and that.
Yeah.
That's massive now.
Yeah, it is.
It's huge.
Not now. It's always been massive.
No, but I mean, it's fucking even I've heard about it now.
Yeah.
So that means it's big.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it exists.
Yeah,
so it's
I know it
exists.
exists. So it must be absolutely huge, and everyone else knows about it. But because it's so big, that's their way of tapping into the market, isn't it? It's the wrestlers, they can go through there, learn the pedigree in Japan, and then obviously the ultimate stage to be on is in.
Yeah, it is. If you're not aiming for WWE, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's fucking WWE, innit?
Yeah.
So that's why they've got him. Whether he's good or not is.
Well, he's meant to be immense. He's meant to be amazing, and apparently Kevin Steen has already signed for WWE, which is, if they do it right, that will be boss. Because Kevin Steen's class.
Hang on a minute. Hazelwood's John Cena, and he's seen him when he was 12, and John shouldn't have seen him. I don't quite know what that means, Alex. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
it sounds like he was playing Where's My Finger with John. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
So, John Cena...
That's why he keeps waving his hand across his face, is just to get the smell away.
Oh, dude. Really?
They reckon that your memories are linked to smell, so maybe you should bring back memories.
We went too far. We officially went too far.
Shaking his hand.
No, we fucking did not. I could have went a lot further.
I thought gay jokes, kind of 12 men getting in Pat Patterson's ring was bad enough, but no. We've took it to a new level. We took it to a new level. Shit.
What show was that on? I need to go back and listen to that. It's my favourite joke ever.
I can't remember. It was
when you were doing the WrestleManias.
Yeah, I think it was WrestleManias. Yeah.
The Hall of Fame or something.
Yeah, because he was
you were doing the.
Yeah.
You'd watched 23 or something. I think it was 23.
Yeah, way back when he was the referee, weren't he? And I remember was it 12?
Oh, that was it. 2 sweaty men in his ring. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah,
wasn't he the referee for the Battle Royal where it was NFL versus WWE? And he was the
That's
referee, yeah.
WrestleMania 2. Right, okay. I know where to find it.
Was that when they came out with that amazingly great sport of XFL?
Yeah. No, it was way after that, but yeah, XFL was terrible.
That was fucking awful.
Yeah, to be honest. Actually, to be fair, it weren't. A lot of people said it was quite good, but they needed to leave it with nothing to do with WWE. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was the downfall of it. That like a few people said, even in WWE, a few people were like, the first thing you seen on the XFL thing was Vince McMahon, and like The Rock on a promo, and it's just like, just leave it completely separate, because people are gonna look at it and go, it's wrestling, so it's fake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, they are.
that was the downfall.
But The Rock used to be a fucking a linebacker, I believe.
Yeah, they did way back in college linebacker.
Linebacker.
Yeah. So yeah,
he was on Miami Dolphins as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But then he got.
He trained with them.
Yeah, I think he didn't get a scholarship or something, so he had to go home, and then that's when he started wrestling. Also, Roddy Piper was on at. This is just a little bit of news. Roddy Piper was in Scotland, and for some reason George didn't go and see him. First of all, which is weird. But anyway, so
George is half fella, isn't he?
He might be. I don't know. I'll ask my half fella Dusty Rhodes and see what he says. And apparently they're making a film about his life and about his career and that, and you'll never guess who is playing or who is penned to play Roddy Piper. He wishes. No. He couldn't cut a promo. No, it's not a wrestler. Like John Cena couldn't cut a promo that was half as good as Piper if he tried. If someone broke it for him.
Gordon Leighton Hewitt or whatever his name is.
No. Joseph.
Mickey Rourke.
No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You thinking?
Yeah, probably possibly.
No. He's
Give us a clue.
John Cena was a kind of clue because he used to be a rapper.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Marky Mark has been penned to
No way, man.
True story, that's what he said.
Well, I know, back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark. This is how we used to make the party start.
Hey! What's Sports Mama saying?
She's saying not to change the subject, but have you all seen the pic of Sting at Comic-Con? Doesn't look happy to me.
Send us the picture, Sam.
Link
us to the picture. Yeah?
That's what 12 years in TNA will do for you.
Yeah,
not looking happy at Comic-Con. How can you not be happy at Comic-Con?
I know, it'll be boss. Love Comic-Con. But yeah, apparently, so what are your thoughts on Mark Wahlberg being Roddy Piper?
I like Mark Wahlberg.
Weird. Like,
yeah, it's odd, isn't it? I'm going to say, in
I
Mark
don't mean to be disrespectful, but who would want to see a film about Roddy Piper's life?
Well, yeah, I was thinking that. I don't know what has happened in his life that would be...
I don't mean that in a bad way, because obviously I listened to the Austin podcast and stuff, and that's some heavy shit that boy went through, but...
Yeah, and I think that, but then I think, come on.
That's probably why they made the film out of it then. Someone heard Austin's show and that and gone...
No, this has apparently been like, it's in the making, like it's on its way type thing. It's not just like the other day it got mentioned. Do you know what I mean? But I think Mark Wahlberg's boss, I really do, and that it's not against Mark. Like, I went to see the new Transformers the other day, not talk wrestling, but fuck me, that's a good film. Jesus, Mark Wahlberg puts in a fucking session. I'm not even asked.
He ripped in the tits.
Jesus, he's proper. Fucks that Charlotte Buff off. I'm telling you, Mark Wahlberg.
He's just a wee poof anyway, like.
Telling you, Jesus. Anyway. Go on.
Shall we? Yeah, Kenta was the question you asked.
Yeah, sorry, I just mentioned the thing. Yeah, what do you think of the Kenta thing?
I would be very surprised if he gets what he deserves. WWE have got a long-standing history of landing foreign wrestlers with stereotypical gimmicks.
Yeah, you know what? As soon as he got the thing, I was like, that's why Yoshitatsu got released, and that's really bad. But yeah, I know what you mean. Shit, isn't it?
Incredibly surprised, and we should probably also mention on the show today about Santino retiring, which was very sad news.
Yeah, I heard about this. What happened? Was he on like a SmackDown or something and he retired? Is that what it was?
What happened was he kind of I think he's broken his neck like 3 times, and he just came out at a house show and just told everyone that he couldn't do it anymore, and that's him. Basically, he's done.
That's weird.
Very sad. I always liked Santino.
Yeah, do you know what? I always did like Santino, to be honest with you. It's kind of
We've talked about this countless times on the show, about how over that guy was and how genuinely funny he was.
Yeah.
Like a proper comedy actor. Not.
I fucking love the way he used to come down to the ring.
Is he going to stay in the company or is he just done?
Don't know. But you would have to think he would need to step away for a while, just to kind of distance himself from it, because it must be hard if you've done something all your life and to end up in a position where you can't do it anymore. Yeah, must be really difficult. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that and say, Santino, thank you. Man, the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, there was
so many moments, man.
Yeah.
And there's that photo there, by the way, with Sting not looking too happy, and he doesn't look too. It looks like he knows the cameraman, and he's thinking, "You fucking, you gave one to my wife or something." That's honest to God. He's like snarling the cameraman.
Maybe he's just couldn't have a photo op, and he put him next to Hulk Hogan, and he's gone, "Oh fuck TNA." I'm back in fucking TNA. Shit.
He's just gone. You again.
Maybe that's what happened.
Santo said he would be looking to stay with the company.
Okay, who the fuck is Santo, Mr. Hazelwood? Mr. Hazelwood, who's Santo? What's that?
Like, is it Santa?
Sort out your big clobber hands, lad. What are you doing?
Spanish Santa.
Santo. Yeah, that's what you get for ripping me ma, you bitch. Alright. Santo. Nah, I'm joking because he is quite.
What are you on, a fucking Blackberry?
He's quite the linguist when he wants to be, because he's quite a good writer for us.
He also said
a cunning linguist.
A cunning linguist, yeah. Speak many tongues, cunning linguist.
He also said, how can Mark Wahlberg play a young Roddy Piper when he's like the same age as him now?
Because he's ripped to fuck.
He is ripped to the tits and looks a lot younger than Roddy Piper.
He really does.
As he's not actually 60 and Roddy Piper is.
Yeah, Roddy is about 60. Roddy's not. Is he 60? He's in his 50s, definitely, but.
He's late 50s, I would say.
Is he? Is that how? Yeah, Wahlberg's in his 40s, isn't he? Yeah.
I'd say Wahlberg was about 42.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know how it works, but yeah, that's apparently what Roddy said. I don't know if it's true or not.
Makeup and CGI.
Yeah, I don't know what the what is. I'm just saying. Anyway, before we go, because we've only got a little bit of time. What are the thoughts on Lesnar?
Hate him.
Awesome, George. If I don't mention me, I know she won't tweet in because she seems to be busy with your child. And I know that every time she sees him, she just thinks, he's just a man, Kenny. So that's it. He just looks like a man.
I just don't like him.
With his shit as the trainees, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just something about him. I just fucking hate him, me. And you know what's worse about it? I like Paul Heyman and that. But I know that Paul Heyman is going to be fucking... Paul Heyman's going to be all over the... When he comes on the Raw next week, he's going to be like Brock Lesnar, and then he's going to mention a load of numbers that have got one in them. And he did that
on Raw when he came out.
He's just going to think, hey, shut the fuck up.
Remember that Mike client?
That was quite funny. The main event of Raw this week, of Monday's Raw, was Brock Lesnar coming out and Paul Heyman cutting a promo. Basically, that's what it was. That was it. And the promo was about 20 minutes long. It was just like, oh god.
See that and Ben Michael.
Yeah, and he was like, he was a conqueror, and who better to conquer like a 15-year streak in 10 years and all this, and it's just like, yeah, I pledge me allegiance to him and all that bullshit, and you're just like, come on, seriously, come on.
Yeah, I hope Cena wins.
Yeah, it's not the best, is it? Really, it's not even
a good fight that you'd say, oh, I can't wait for that one. Lesnar versus Cena.
It's happened, hasn't it? What, hasn't it happened twice before?
Yep, the last time it happened, Lesnar battered Cena for 20 minutes and Cena won with a punch and an AA, so...
Yeah, that sounds about right. Wasn't the first one Extreme Rules a couple of years ago? Is that what that was? And they had like...
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, yeah.
So they haven't had a match since then? I thought they had a match.
I think what they should have done was, because Sting is actually at the WWE now, isn't he? Why didn't they just have a Lesnar Sting match?
Really?
Fucking both being in WCW, so just fucking, oh yeah, here's the fight I want to see, and then they can both just... No,
but like Lesnar, yeah, I suppose, he's just like killing legends, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it, it's fucking what's the point, man?
Oh, I mean, that's
Sting is about 95 years old, there is no way he could take a match with Lesnar.
55 years?
Oh yeah, Hazelwood, I love that.
What's he said?
He said, I love Lesnar, but I don't care for the show. I don't care for the show up when you like routine, which I don't. And also, I reckon Duncan Ferguson will fuck him. I also reckon Duncan Ferguson will fuck him. Just give him a big right and then throw the head on him, and then that'd be it.
Big Duncan.
See you later. Everything that, we taught him everything that he knows, and then we sent him down to run wild.
To run wild.
To run riot in the Premiership.
Love it.
And start choking people.
There you go. Okay. Well, so, honest to God, do you think Lesnar's going to lose against Cena?
I fucking don't know.
Because he put the belt on The Rock, that's the only thing I'm thinking. If they're going to put the belt on The Rock, they're going to do it on Lesnar. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. See, I can see that. But then it's like, what the fuck is the actual point? Because he's not going to fight again.
That's what I mean. Who's going to take it off him? It's the only person to take it off him will be Cena.
Well, yeah, will be Cena. Or maybe he wins the belt and then Taker comes back and beats him.
Yeah,
beats him at another event that he has never been at before.
I don't see
maybe
that's
he makes up this event and then he goes,
the thing.
I'm undefeated again. Fuck you, Lesnar. And then
Stop it.
So do you think Cena's going to lose and then win it back, George, or no? Do you think that's a thing or that's not a thing? What do you think?
Well, I wholeheartedly believe that Cena will win. I also believe that Lesnar is going to be at Night of Champions because it's the second round of subscriptions for the network.
Yeah.
So they're going to want a big pay-per-view. So if Lesnar does win at SummerSlam, he'll lose it at Night of Champions. Back to...
Do you think he'll only keep, that's what I mean. Do you think he'll only keep it for like a month, or do you give him like a potential like run?
No way.
Because I was thinking it might be Survivor Series.
Do it another way.
I wouldn't be shocked if he kept it till Survivor Series.
He's not going to be there every week until Survivor Series.
No, that, but The Rock wasn't. The Rock kept it since from what?
Yeah, but there's only 6-7 weeks between the Rumble and WrestleMania. You talk between SummerSlam and Survivor Series, that's like 10-12 weeks.
Yeah,
there's no way they're going to do that.
I was going to say September Survivor Series, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is it November, did you say then, George?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is November.
It's more than 12 weeks ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's alright,
so,
play.
No way.
No, I wouldn't say he's going to do it, but what they could do though is give somebody a push for it. If he does beat Cena and then take the belt, then whoever they want to push to be like a champ after Cena's fucking dead and gone and retired and probably injured himself into a wheelchair.
WrestleMania 706.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. When Hulk Hogan drops his final leg drop.
That probably will happen.
then maybe
John Cena comes out.
Probably.
Then maybe somebody else can fucking get in the title race. And
I don't know. I just think
a Reigns or someone big.
But I don't know who would take it off Lesnar apart from Cena, and then that to the point makes me think, well, what the fuck is the point putting on Cena? Putting on Lesnar to make Cena a 16-time champ. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, come on.
There's no just filler between the fucking. It's just there'll just be a load of filler in between.
See, that's the thing. Everyone thinks Reigns is going to beat Lesnar. It's like, come on, really?
That's what I think, but I don't see the point in bringing Lesnar back at all. If he's not going to win the belt, and then he's not going to give someone else a push by taking a bump.
That's true, and I
don't see the point.
I think Lesnar will do the job when it needs to be done.
Yeah, but because like you say, what's he going to
He
do?
did the last time.
But it's got to be someone believable. He
take
should
the
beat
belt
the
off Cena
Undertaker.
and then fucking give him it back.
It's not any. Reigns isn't a believable like opponent for Lesnar. Sorry,
he could be.
Not yet.
Yeah, but he could be in fucking like in what 6 weeks time till.
Do you think in 6 weeks?
No, maybe after Summer.
No.
What's the one after SummerSlam?
No, I still think that's too quick, mate. I think you're probably talking next WrestleMania before Reigns is anywhere near ready for it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but they seem to try and rush things.
They do,
like
and I get that, but it's like
stage.
they haven't
The
got
only guy
anyone.
is Cena.
They haven't got anyone except Cena who is in that bracket to beat Lesnar.
You wouldn't even be asked putting Orton in the same ring as him, would you?
Exactly, that's the point I'm making, is that you sort of, that's where it falls down.
Unless Daniel Bryan comes back and takes it off him.
But then Daniel Bryan and Lesnar, really?
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan beats people just by
That match would be 7 shades of awesome.
It would be,
because you just see Daniel Bryan flying everywhere. Lesnar would catch him the odd time and fucking slam him.
I get what you're saying, but it's
Bryan would jump up and start kicking ass again.
It's kind of like Daniel Bryan he's going to come back. He's going to be out for ages and then just go in with Lesnar. Come on.
Yeah, like, but he's fucking. Yeah, I wouldn't put him back in with Lesnar.
Do you know what I mean? And that's him just being. He's still being the underdog. He's still being that gimmick of like.
To be fair to Lesnar, and I fucking hate Lesnar. I hate him as a wrestler, as a person, and as something to look at.
He hates him as a person.
Yeah, he offends everything about him. Just offends me. Okay. But last time he fought against like the Undertaker, maybe it was because it was a slower match, but he wasn't bad. Like his fucking. I would say like his technique and that.
Lesnar carried that match.
Obviously, I'm no expert on it, like, but fucking. It was a good match.
Lesnar carried the match.
It was a decent fight. He didn't fuck up and look like he was going to fuck up.
True, yeah.
So maybe. I just can't. What's the point in him? I just don't see the point.
Do you know what will be quite funny? If Lesnar wins the belt, I guarantee, it'll be people will like be jumping on Lesnar Punk. I bet you, like. Punk's the only person who can beat him now. Oh my god. Punk's the only person who can beat him.
Why? Punk's the only person that can beat him?
That's what's going to happen. I bet you.
He's fucking like 2 weight divisions below him, at least.
Punk's beat Lesnar, hasn't he? When they had that match at last year's something or other.
No.
Did Lesnar win?
Yes.
Did he? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Ah, well.
He should have won every match that he's been in since he came back.
Yeah, he should. He should indeed. Well,
we don't know if he's going to hang around, so we'll just have John Cena beat him with a punch and an AA. Like,
okay, we'll do
this man has legitimately won the UFC title. Like, that's not a fuck around.
No, it's
like, and he loses to a punch and a fucking.
Well, if you look at it now, that scar on his face, the massive scar on his cheek, was from a dig from when he lost the title. Like, that's how legit it is, that like 2 years later he's still sporting a fucking massive scar off it, because it proper ripped his face open.
That might be why he became a better wrestler, because of the UFC though, because he's got to get more intricate with the moves.
I think it was, do you know what it is, right? He's come back with the best gimmick he could have come back with, but it's like, I'm not fucking about. I'm not being the next big thing. I'm not being a wrestler. I'm not wearing your knickers. I'm not doing anything.
I was the UFC champ.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fuck some people up. And that's what he's done. You know what I mean? And he said it, if no one listens to it, right, and if everyone who's listening to this one, whatever it may be, go back and listen to our Streak show. The show about the WrestleMania one, talking about how I'm beating the streak. And it's like, that's when we get more, we talk a lot about Lesnar, I'll be honest, and I've said this a few times, but like, I've listened to a few podcasts about Lesnar and what happened and that, and no one looks at it the way we did. Like, everyone's kind of like, it's fucking shit, fucking Undertaker, shouldn't have happened, and that's it. You know what I mean? And we can't like break it down to like...
to seeing the points of why he won it.
Yeah, and I think no one else has really done that, and I think why Lesnar is so successful is what he's done, because of the way he's come back, and he's, for everything shit that WWE do, whether it was Lesnar's idea or not, whoever thought up the coming back and just being an ass kicker, and like doing his thing and doing it the way he's done it was fucking boss. And it's like, as much as you hate Lesnar, you can't help but be like, fuck, someone's gonna get hurt. And that's the point. Do you know what I mean? That you think, fuck, someone's gonna get hurt. Whether you think he's shit in the ring or not, you'd always think someone's gonna get hurt. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I think he was shit in the ring while he was fucking actually wrestling for a career. And since he came back after he's been UFC. And
I think his first match was awful. Like, his first match was hard to watch. But when he came back, when he had the Extreme Rules with Cena, I think it was like, fuck, this is going to be...
I thought you meant his first UFC fight was hard to watch.
No, his first, what was that? Who was that against? Frank Mir, yeah.
Where he fucking ran in.
To be fair, he got his leg caught, yeah.
There was loads of fucking bombs on him and then fucked up with a lucky mistake.
Yeah, and he never made that mistake again, no. Never once did he make that mistake. Yeah. Anyway, that's our little bit of everything show. We called it Battleground Fallout, but there was a lot of George just loving the John Cena tune.
I've not heard it for fucking years.
Sad. It's your ringtone on my phone, so I hear it all the time. It's time for, as always,
it's a shameful thing, you've lost your head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. All these words are true, and I'll make you believe.
A little bit of Seamus there for you kids. A little bit of Seamus. There you go. We are here for Seamus plugs, as the show is now done. George, where are you and what are you plugging? What are you doing?
I'm still in my house with a massive erection over Chris Jericho. Excuse me.
So are you gonna follow George SLTD and Chris Jericho? Is this what you're doing?
Yes.
And that's it. There your plugs. Just follow my mate Jericho because he's sound. Is that what it is?
Yeah, follow my mate Chris. He's flying me out to SummerSlam first class. He's not really, and right. I'd refuse the tickets, but that's another matter entirely. I actually want to say thank you to your missus for all the work she does with the Predictions League. I know I haven't kind of sent the files over and stuff yet, but Rachel does a lot of hard work, so it's not me that does it, it's not Greg that does it, it's not Adam that does it.
She's going to be pissed at that because she's second at the minute on the league, and I said if everyone knows that she does it, she can't have the prize. So, go to the for her, she's not having the prize. No.
you say. I'm the one that's got the files. So
fair play. Okay, we'll do that then.
I'm storming up the league. I'm going to take top spot.
I was awful at Battleground. I was proper terrible. Like, terrible. I think I got about 4 points.
I don't even know. I don't think I was too far off on my last 4, apart from a pull.
I don't know. I don't think I did
sure
any
I
right.
put Bo Dallas in it. I'm fucking sure.
Yeah, I did. My last 4 were wrong, I know that. Have you got the files from Battleground? Like, do you know, but if you send them over, we can get them up tomorrow, can't we? Because they're not on the site yet.
Yes, I can. I had meant to do it earlier this week, but
so
I was distracted by my 3-week erection.
So if we put them up tomorrow night at some point.
Yeah, if I send them to you tonight, so this is probably a conversation we shouldn't have.
No, yeah, I know that, but they'll go up at some point tomorrow. That's what we can say. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll send them over once we've done the show, and then
there you go,
it's up to you from there.
Awesome.
Well, it's up to Rachel, really. So
sweet. Okay, we can sort it. So they'll be up tomorrow, so everyone knows. Adam, where Adam? Are you going to be able to do this one tonight, our fella?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, sound. Adam's dad's here, by the way, but there you go.
Big C.
Big C. Okay, so as always, I'm not going to do the bit that I do because I can't do that. Know what I mean? That's wrong.
Oh.
Know what I mean?
You really should.
Okay, so where I allow?
I'm only on Twitter.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook as well, but might as well ignore that one. just on the Twitter.
So yeah, what's your Twitter name?
My Twitter is Lil Pip, you know.
Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, that sounds like a mouthful. There you go. Alright, he's happy now. Okay, so how are you going to remember this?
This is the easy way.
Okay.
Nice simple tune. If you've listened before, you've heard it before, but I'll
sing along if you've heard it before, go on.
It goes a little bit like this. LILPIP DJANO. And that's how you spell it.
That's beautiful. That's literally how I remember how to spell your Twitter name when I'm tweeting it. I'm even joking.
Just put the L in, it comes up.
I don't, my Twitter doesn't do that because I've got too many Twitters on my Twitter thing. I am, as always, Greg SLTD, and on Facebook, Greg SLTD on Twitter and Facebook. Obviously, as always, go on the site, sltdwrestling.co.uk, or sltdwrestling.com, depending on where you are in the world. It doesn't really make a difference. Go on and read all the stuff and check us out and do our thing. A lot of work goes into like the write-ups and the posts from everybody else, so check them out, and if you like them, say at the bottom that you like them, or share them, or all that stuff, because we don't do it just for fun. Well, we do, but it's nice to know that people are actually reading it. So yeah, that's everything. I'm not sure what the next show is going to be yet. Depending on where it falls, it might be a SummerSlam one, but I think we'll have one before we have the SummerSlam show.
We should have 2 weeks in between.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, if you have any ideas of what you want the show to be about, or you want us to talk about, or anything at all, tweet us, and we'll get back to you and we'll sort it out. But yeah, it might be a SummerSlam one. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, you'll find out. Yeah, either way. So yeah, that was us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock, the type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat. Top. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5%